Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Well, this is the final video talking about Pokemon Season 2. This is Season 2 review. Is it a better season than Season 1, or is it worse? It's actually better than Season 1. Somewhat. Let me get to that. Okay, starting off with the positives. Ash's character is done so much better than the characterization in Season 1. I mean, Season 1 had a hard time getting his character off the ground. Season 2 has the advantage of knowing who he already is. And, kind of like a sequel, they actually improve on him more. He's a lot more accepting, he's a lot more knowledgeable when it comes to attacks, and he's a lot more loyal to his Pokemon. And he has gotten a lot stronger. And that's honestly the better character development he's ever gotten. So, solid characterization of him right there. The story, which is one of the negatives I have for the first season, that it was too much filler. This season pretty much cuts the first one in half with less filler. Well, yes, it has a bit of filler, but it's not as horrendously long as Season 1 was. Season 1 had 82 episodes. Season 2 has 36. Think about that. Pretty much, as all, So pretty much, it has the advantage of starting on a story and ending with it. And speaking of which, the start of the season, it gets off on the right foot. Ash decides to go to a new league and start afresh. And given what the ending gives him, he surprisingly succeeds. Even though it's not an official gym, but like Season 9, it's something that's off to a side quest, but one that he succeeds in. Again, like Season 9. Much later. So yeah, even the ending not only ends on a nice note, but makes me excited of what the journey is coming up next. So yeah, it's got me excited for the journey ahead, but it's also got me excited and ending on a cliffhanger correctly. And yeah, that's pretty much the positives I got for this season. Now on to the mixed stuff. Now, I did say in my positive review of Season 1 that I love Team Rocket. They're funny, relatable, and they make the show. Season 2 and later seasons pretty much down them down. Now don't get me wrong, their characters are still the same, and I absolutely love that. Jessie is freaking hilarious, James is a ton of fun, and Meowth just makes the group. But my biggest problem with them, they're in way too much. They either stop the episode or just being a nuisance, and they succeed at both at annoying me. Yeah, that seems to be the running pattern. They get themselves involved in a story that Ash and the gang are in, interrupt it, get blasted off. That's pretty much the routine. They're either there to show the new Pokemon kicking butt or just to be a mindless joke. They succeed at one of them, but it gets way too much. Whereas in Season 1, they took only half of the season's runtime. In this one, they take much 80%. And it's getting a little annoying. While the characters are so solid, their involvement is way too much. Okay, now, I did say in my negatives that Gary is an awful character. In Season 2, they made him better. And I like to say, thank you. He's a much cooler, chill dude. He actually respects Ash as an equal. And speaking of which, the battle is pretty good. I mean, It's legit the first time they've ever fought, and it's a pretty good one. But my biggest problem, he should have been in the season at least. He only appears in the final 2 episodes, and that's it. I want more. And while I do get more during the Johto saga, I'm a bit bummed he's not in the rest of it. I want to see this character grow. Now, the other Ash's friends. Now, Misty feels downgraded. I liked her in season 1, but in this one, she's either pointlessly complaining, making fun of Ash, or just not doing much. Now, there is one episode where she's pretty much the main focus, but that's it. She's either just there in the background or just being there. And I don't know what they're going to do with her character for the next 3 seasons, but in this one, she's kind of downgraded. Now, Brock is the opposite of that. In his scenes, he's good. But what they do with him is nothing but. I mean, he only appears in 5 episodes. And none of them are among my top 10 favorite episodes. Now, they kind of gave him an interesting arc, leaving the gang to, to try and help others. But in the season finale, they pretty much made it pointless. Now, while the fun and running gag of mentioning that name made him bummed out, it kind of makes the story pointless. Honestly, they could have cut him out and nothing would change. Like, maybe at the start of the season, he could have left to go back to Pure City to look after his brothers and sisters, or go help any of the other Nurse Joys in the various towns of Kanto. But no, they stick him in for the first 3 episodes of the season, and boom, he decides to stay on Valencia on for the rest of the season. Until he comes back to Pallet Town in a record amount of time. Explain that one. But yeah, it kind of makes the story pointless. Sorry, Brock. And now for the new character. One that people seem to forget and they see him as pretty pointless, Tracy. Now, I will give him this. He's not 100% terrible. But I will cringe at his surname. Give a random guess. It's centered around his character, his hobby, and his personality. Try and guess what his surname is. Yeah, you can pretty much guess it. I'm not even going to say that because it's such a terrible surname. Anyway, I found him okay. I mean, he's pretty much the Brock surrogate of the group, and he does okay. I mean, he gets inspiration from drawing people. Yeah. And I will give him this. He has funny moments where he idolizes Professor Oak. That's me in a nutshell when I meet my favorite actor. I totally get it, man. When it's everything else, he's passable. Alright, so the game's Pokemon are 50-50. So I'll get the positives ones out of the way. Pikachu's still great, Bulbasaur's still great, Squirtle's still pretty good, Lapras is a pretty good addition. Snorlax, not so much. Charizard has, as I mentioned in my Pokemon, in Ash's Pokemon ranking video, or especially my number 1 pick, where Charizard's arc is pretty well. The first half kind of fills in the runtime. The second half, he's great. The first half, not so much. Now, let's take a look at Tracy's Pokemon. Marill is pretty adorable. Venonat's pretty cool. Scyther is honestly my favorite of the 3, and he's a legit badass. Now, let's take a look at Misty's Pokemon. I mean, you got Staryu as per usual. You got your Goldeen. Togepi is the freaking cutest thing ever. Poliwag only shows up for 1 episode, but it is confirmed in season 3, which, yes, I have just a couple of episodes, and it's confirmed that Poliwag is one of Misty's Pokemon. But the one Pokemon I hate in the season, and I put down as one of the reasons, as I put down as the reason for my worst episode of the season, Psyduck. He's good for a couple of lads, but screwing over your trainer is downright evil. So yeah, 50-50. Some Pokemon are good, but the rest of them... God. Alright, now, let's get on to my final mixed aspect, the gym battles. Now, this is actually where it kicks the Kanto Gym Leader's ass. Some of them are pretty damn good. Sissy is a pretty good gym leader, Danny's a pretty good gym leader, Drake is a load of awesome, and while Luana's battles aren't great, she is a pretty decent character. But the one gym leader I think sucks is Rudy. And yeah, if you want to watch my Orange on the Gym Leaders video, you can tell he's not my favorite of the 5. So yeah, I would have put this in the positives, but Rudy is what puts me in the mixed aspects. So, while Drake, Sissy, Danny, and Luana are great, Rudy sucks. I hate you. And is there any negatives that I say about? It's kind of a various nitpick, but I would hate myself when I bring it up. The one-off human characters. Now, you could say some of them are not all bad, but they're either there just to be annoying, punch, or just stop the episode entirely. They're pretty much Team Rocket, but without the humor or character development. Now, you could make the argument some are okay, like Poncho and the girl that Misty liked, but the rest of them are just annoyingly abstract. The reporter is annoying, that Carpenter Doom guy really got on my nerves. The little kid from the Pokemon Food Fight episode, honestly, most of the human characters are pretty much 90% annoying. Well, again, I did say that Poncho is a good character. The rest of them are just downright irritable. Like, you just want to punch. But again, just a minor nitpick, but I hope the human one-off characters do get better, hopefully, in Season 3. So that's my review of Season 2. I think it's a better season than Season 1, with a few drawbacks, but hey, not all seasons are perfect. And that's the end of the video, folks. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up, like and comment and subscribe, and I hope to come with videos like this. Speaking of which, in honor of VHS Halloween coming out today, I'll be ranking all 7 VHS films ranked from worst to best. Keep an eye out for that video. I'm kind of interested. I'm very interested what's the worst VHS film and what's the best VHS film. And I hope the new VHS film, VHS Halloween, no, really, that's what the 8th movie is called, hopefully it's among the best. Fingers crossed. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.